Aotearoa, and welcome to Thursday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect Aotearoa. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz, and today we lead with news. Iran has attacked 3 ships in the Straits of Hormuz and is detaining 2 others so far after Trump's indefinite extended ceasefire. It is a standoff over Iran's closing of the strait and Washington's blockade that raises doubts about whether talks will actually resume. The Pakistani mediators are not happy about the dishevelled US approach to it all. In the US, mortgage applications rose last week as mortgage rates dipped slightly, but that was enough to trigger a good rise in both new purchase activity and the refinance activity. Modest to be sure, but positive all the same. American petrol inventories dropped by 4.6 million barrels last week, even as US crude stocks rose unexpectedly. And this followed a 6.3 million barrel fall for the previous week. This was the 10th consecutive weekly fall and way more than the expected 1.5 million barrel retreat. US petrol prices eased marginally from a week ago. They've stopped rising on a daily basis, but they are still up 35% from the start of the Trump Gulf War. That rise is now embedding. Today's US Treasury 20-year bond auction brought regular modest demand, if softish, but the median yield rose to 4.84% from 4.77% at the prior equivalent event a month ago. There were similar 20-year German bond auctions overnight too, and yields on them rose similarly, although they run about 150 basis points lower. It'll be interesting to watch the release of the Tesla financial update later this morning. Their recent production has far outstripped sales, and much lower-cost Chinese alternatives are causing them real headaches. Their battery business is also under extreme pressure. In another odd corporate transaction, it seems the Trump administration is quite comfortable using taxpayer money rescuing or nationalising failing airlines and maybe other struggling businesses. Apparently their government knows best and can do a better job running these businesses than the private sector can. The April EU Consumer Sentiment Survey revealed a sharp fall, suddenly back to levels they were at in early 2023. It is a crash reminiscent of the initial pandemic reaction, one that took years to recover from. In Australia, iron ore major BHP has responded to Chinese state pressure, agreeing to denominate its contracts in Chinese yuan rather than US dollar, probably a significant break that will speed the internationalization of the Chinese currency. That was the price of a months-long standoff over the iron ore price there. Sulphur and urea have eased marginally over the past week from record highs, but to be fair, the fallbacks are not especially meaningful. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now just on 4.29%, little change from this time yesterday, but the price of gold will start today up $21 at $4,736 an ounce. Silver is up $1.50 at $8 an ounce. American oil prices are up $3 at just over $92.50 a barrel, while the international Brent price is up $3.50 at $101.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is up 10 basis points from yesterday at 59.1 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're also up 10 basis points at 82.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're up 20 basis points at 50.4 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today up 10 basis points from yesterday at just on 62.5. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $79,034, up 4.3% from yesterday. Volatility over the past 24 hours has been high, at just on plus or minus 3.1%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.